First Peter chapter 3 verse 7. Likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as to the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers may not be hindered. That your prayers be not hindered. And we said the last time that it's amazing how much God demands the man to honor the woman, even though she's weaker. And the Bible said that both of you are heads to the grace of life, so that your prayer be not hindered. And we looked at how a man should, what this respect means, what this honor means. We said you shouldn't be harsh to her. We looked at you making your home a happy place, and giving your best to her, and how God also said that we should love like Christ, who gave himself as a sacrifice to the bride, being the church, washing the bride, sanctifying the bride, and presenting the bride what? To himself. How many of you brothers, you remember that? So, and it's very important, because most times when we come to issue of marriage and relationship, a lot of people want to rush into it and enter into it with faith and believe that, let me just enter first, I'll figure out the rest of it. I'll figure out the rest. Some will even boldly tell you that just I will change him, I will change her. It's very important that you look out for these things, so that when they are not there, you know what you are entering into. And I make bold to tell you that anything that you did not see, or anything that you have seen in a relationship prior to marriage, that when you go ahead and see those things and still move ahead to enter into marriage, that you should zero your mind that thing will not change. If it changes, good. But if you have come to the point of marriage and say, I'm going to marry you, and this person has these habits, or has these traits, or has this particular way of doing things, just at that point of marriage, if those things are too bad that if the person doesn't change it, you will not deal with it, better not go on with the marriage. In fact, the hardest thing to do to a spouse is to change a spouse in marriage. In fact, it's even easier for you to change people when you're not married. If they are not able to change it, if you're not able to drop some things, it's now when they know. Actually, as a human being, what do you think is the benefit of you even changing when you have gotten what you are looking for? It doesn't make sense changing when you have gotten what you are looking for. So I always tell people, if you know that thing that you're looking for, make sure you have seen it. Make sure that any other one that is deficient, there are things that you can deal with if they are not there. You married a man that scatters, that does not organize, that doesn't how to make the man is just like that, scattered. And you are saying, when I get married, I will change the person. You need to tell yourself, if I cannot deal with it at this point, then I have just accepted that my husband is scatter. As she's scattering, I'm doing what? You marry a lady, when you guys were dating, plates keep falling from her hand and she keep breaking everything. And it's like that. Anytime she enters kitchen, food don't burn. You go burn. Now you will go there inside, go perceive, hey, is something not burn. You say, hey, whoa, sorry, she's pressing for that. And you say you will change her. You just need to tell yourself this. At the point of walking to to the altar, you should tell yourself, this is what I got. Anything I see. So if there is anything that changes tomorrow, is Jara, thank God. But like this, she's not planning to change. Of course, I tell you the truth. The hardest person to change is your spouse, because she or he does not have a reason why he should change. Listen, I'm telling you now, you will not understand it. You say your case is different. No, I will be able to change it. It's not me. I'm a coach. Even as a coach, people like us that were coaches, even as a coach, the hardest people to coach is your spouse. And that is not as a result of them insulting you or looking down on you. It is the way it is. When my wife was to learn how to drive, I just called somebody and said, I don't have strength. Come and take her for driving lessons. Why? If you give me your own wife, I will easily teach your wife than my own wife. Why? Because if I tell your wife, or I put the gear here, she will say, okay, sir. She's respecting me because I'm not the husband. If you are the one telling my own wife, or I put the gear, she will say, okay. But if I say, do it like this, she say, why are you shouting? Why? It's not you. Why? Is it the way they teach other people? And because at the same tone with which another instructor will use, if you use it, it will be a problem. So there are things the person would have. Why am I saying this? Because it's better you look out for certain things that you can deal with and you can't deal with early. So that when you enter, if you enter, you have entered. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Are we trying to say that as God's people that we should not be open to change? No. But we are trying to make you not get to a point where you are now. Okay, have you imagined someone that married someone because of the attributes he or she is expecting the person to get in the future? Do you understand what I'm saying? Which example will I give you now? The attribute is the person will get in the future. Now, you enter into the marriage and the person doesn't learn those attributes, because it's one thing that you want to train, it's another thing for the person to learn. Yes, sir. And the person refuses to learn it. What will he do? So it's very important. You look out for those things. Don't say a man that slapped me. Yeah, they are telling you that that a man should honor you. You say, but the fact that he slaps me, it's not really that bad. It's just once in a while he slaps me. He will change. I will bring him to church. They say, marry a man that is godly, that will be able to lead you spiritually. You don't understand what we say, and the man doesn't even know Genesis. He doesn't understand anything about church. He doesn't come to you. Say you will change the man. You will make the man committed after you are married. In fact, the person that is likely to become uncommitted is now you. The person that is likely to lose commitment is you. That's why these duties, they are very important, so that you use them to check. So it's very important. As a lady, you deserve that respect. You deserve that honor. The Bible said it, that we should have it. Likewise, dwell with them according to knowledge. Then honor your wife, because they are what? They are weaker vessels. Their weakness doesn't mean you shouldn't honor them. Especially in this part of the world, the African man, you see the way people talk to their wives. Have great disregard for women. Treat them like something that was acquired. You see people boldly say, I paid your bride price, as if the token you paid as bride price means acquiring. I paid your bride price. What does that mean? Some women can afford your own bride price too. If your people give bride price, the woman will pay. So it's just the culture. As somebody the one day was angry. See, imagine a woman that bends down and urinates. I say, is that your problem? that the woman bends down. I said, why? Say a woman that bends down urinates. I said, really? You are jealousing her that she bends down to urinate, or what exactly is the problem? That the woman bends down. I said, you see, how does that make her less that she bends down to urinate? What do you want her to do? And some women actually stand up to urinate. So does that. So honor. So it's very important. Okay, so look at another duty of a man, which is to protect and care for a woman. To protect, the duty of a husband, to protect and care for the wife. To protect and care for the wife. This thing also is also a sign of that you have honor for this woman, to protect and care for the wife. Now, part of the ways to protect and care for a woman is, number one, men. Protect her from the strain of housework. Some of these things, they don't sound very conventional. I say protect her from the strain of housework. You know, there is something that tells an average African man that a woman should die of housework. Okay, what again did I marry her for? What again did I marry her for? She's there, she does this, she does that, she makes your bed, she does this, she does that. And some of us that are anointed that we can't do some of those things. Are there other ways that you can protect her from doing that? If, let's say, you can't do them. Are there other ways that you can protect her from? Because you should understand that, first of all, you married her. What is the first purpose of marriage? Anybody can, remember? For companionship. For companionship. It's not even about the children. It's not even about any other thing. It's about companionship. So if the person does not become a companion to you, there are people that have married people and turned them into Jackie. They are they are laborers. They are laborers in the house. This thing has happened. So you don't even, because for somebody to be a worthy companion, that means the person has to have energy for companionship. Follow me. You need to have energy for companionship. Do you need energy for companionship? Hello? Do you think you need energy for companionship? To play? You need energy to play. Somebody that has worked from morning to morning cannot have energy to play. Part of the companionship is also sexual satisfaction as a man. Somebody that has worked from morning till morning. After working morning till morning, you still come to the house and say, you are going to give me monkey style. In the same, after working morning till morning. Is it not going to fall on top of you in that monkey style? But why you are? Yes. Why? Because there is, do you understand what I mean by protecting her from, because she needs her energy preserved, she needs her good look preserved, she needs her mental sanity, because sometimes somebody will be able to engage in discussions with you, somebody will be able to have time to watch TV with you, somebody will be able to have time to watch football with you or do any other thing if she is protected from what? Come on now. From strenuous what? Housework. And protection from strenuous housework can be very easy. Sometimes it might not be one of the ways. How do you think you can protect a woman from strenuous housework? Think. How? You get what? You get a house help. You get a house help, maybe a chef. And there are people that even as you keep growing, you know that you can afford those things, but you refuse because you're an African man. One of the lies we were told growing up is that our mother's food is the sweetest. It's not true. Your mother is not even a professional chef. She doesn't, probably if I test her food, I won't like it. And your wife is also not. Simple truth. If you go to Calabar and bring mom chef, when he cook for you, you know say your wife doesn't know how to cook. And it's one of the greatest lies to think you tell your wife that it's her job to impress you. You know, there are many problems people have in marriage that is centered on this thing I'm saying. Follow me. Because of even the women put pressure on themselves. Let me give you, let's say I'm married to you and you come and you cook food and there is salt in the food. Some even marriage counselors are telling me not to tell you that there is salt in that food so that you do not feel bad. Why? Because you placed your self-worth on the success of a food. So you feel like, okay, if I tell you that there is too much salt in this thing, you say, so that is it my husband? No. How do I explain? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's as simple as maybe any other thing you see. The truth is that you are not good at everything. You are not the best. Probably there is even nothing that you are the best in. Do you know what it means to be the best? There is nobody better than you in that. You know, when you start traveling, you understand what cooking means. When they say culinary skills, you know that we don't have. What we have this is people them and people just learnt it and continued and we think we are cooking. if what you want is to eat for a living, there are people you will get that cook for a living. If they cook yam and beans, they will cook 7 types of yam and beans. Different taste. Your mother has one signature yam and beans that he inherited from your grandmother. And alien on his CPCs. You are suffering yourself. I'm telling you, you need to grow, make money, and understand what it's like to have a chef in the house. That's what I'm telling you. You need to grow to that point. Because so that you don't put too much as you grow. It's just like the way you grow and get to a place you say, I've reached to have a security man in my house. That is the same way. Why not your wife place on you and say you are the man of this house? After in the evening you have to go and be watching to protect this house. Do you understand what I'm saying? To protect this house, you have to move, and in the morning, you were on Magari around like Odogu, and as man of the house. But you sleep and do what? And get aboki. So it's very important. Follow me. So the same way you will not mind hiring a security guard is also not out of place if you can afford it. Remember, the emphasis is on the fact that you can do what? That you can afford it. If you can afford it, there's nothing bad in you going to also get it. What is the essence of doing that? So that you be able to do what? Protect your wife so that she can be a companion. So that if probably you guys need to go see a movie, you can go see. If there is other things, I'm trying to tell you, because it's also your duty. It's your duty. Some of the people you admire are people that are protected from strenuous work. Did you hear what I said? There are people that are protected from what? From strenuous work. So, protect her from the strains of household. So some of you can reduce the the demands on I want to eat this, I want to eat this, I don't want to eat that, I want to eat that, I don't want to eat that. Because in protecting her from strenuous work, and she's back from work, she's back from maybe her workplace, and what has been prepared is rice, and probably she's not telling her to go and pound apple now is going to be strenuous. In protecting her is also understanding that this rice, if you eat it, you won't die. We are talking about if you want to enjoy what it means to have a companion, and which the number one purpose of marriage is to do what? Is what? When God looked at man, he said, for man, this one is alone. Oh, let's make for him a companion. So it's very important that you protect her from what? From the strains of what? Housework. So if there are some things you can do, there are some people there's a picture I saw one time online. A man is walking, the woman is carrying the children, carrying load, carrying this one in the hand, and the man is probably walking at the back as the what? As the man. It's simply because you see that lady as a beast of burden to carry load. There are even men that their wife will go and fetch water, they are there. Go and carry 20 liters. Your wife is carrying it because she's the wife. Then after carrying it, she will not develop muscle. You say she's not soft. Then you say she doesn't have soft. There was this girl I saw. If you see the way her skin is soft, those people don't do that kind of work your wife is doing. So protect her. That's part of what it protects. So that's number one. Number two, you have to protect her from attacks of relatives and friends. Protect her from the attacks of relatives and friends. I always tell people, this one is both for men and women. There is this tendency and eagerness to want to discuss certain things that happen between you and your spouse with your own relatives, that is your own siblings. Why? Let's say the way I promise Dr. Amaran Wachi is, we are siblings and we are friends. We always gist anything. And because I know they love me too much. They love me too much that we can call ourselves name, get angry, quarrel, and we know we are not going anywhere. We are siblings. We are going to love ourselves. After quarreling, and after quarreling, I'll still say, "What you go and do Indomie for me?" She'll still go and do it. Inside the quarrel, I bring it, I'll still eat it in the quarrel. So, because I've been like that, I've stayed with them like that over the years, I'll think that they will be that forgiving when it comes to my spouse. So, and let's say I'm hungry and my wife doesn't give me food, and my brother calls me and said, guy, have fun now, how you doing? I say, hunger wants to keep me in this house. It's just, I thought why people marry so that they will eat food. Hunger wants to keep me in this house. Now, you reported it casually. Follow me. You reported it casually as to you are talking to what? Your brother. But because of the love they have for you to protect you, of course, that love always makes you right. You see, the way, let's say, Ocha is now, you think I can convince Ocha to like me more than her sister? You might think you are stupid enough to try. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. No matter what they tell you, they are fair. If they can just even sometimes try to side you and say what P is saying is the truth. If you bring what you are saying to, so that they will, if you leave, they say leave him. That is not serious. Just why we have to say it so that there will be peace. We know you are a good person. You are the good person. Those people from their village, there's a way they behave. Do you understand? So they are wired to protect their own. So even if I'm going to discuss my wife, I'm going to be safer discussing my wife with her siblings. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if I discuss her with her siblings, they will still in that discussion protect her over me still. They'll still call her and say, you see what your husband they talk. You see, they will still be the essence, why they will be talking to her is to protect her. But if I tell my own siblings, they will become offensive. They'll say, so that means our brother has not been eating. If I tell my mom, I will say, hi, his son has not been eating. But if I tell her mom, for example, her mom will say, this girl, you want to leave this house? Look at this fine man that God gave you. Do you understand? This is not a scenario. I'm just paying. Do you understand? You don't think it's what is happening. My wife is a good wife. I hope you know that. Okay. So, but this is the way it plays out. But people always first go and run to their own, thinking they are gisting that they are normal. Now, they will listen to you at some point and even follow in what you are doing, but they will never forgive your spouse. They will amplify it more than even you think. So, it's your job to protect her. Your siblings don't talk to her. These are people's siblings who come from Zion and come to the house and say, Bogodi, that girl, want to tell her, see, in this hour, who are you? Are you mad? You expose her, you bring her and keep her. Your siblings come and judge. Number one, I told her. Number two, I told her, what do you think they will be judging? I said again, if you were ever going to report your spouse, the best people to report her to is not your own people. It's your job to protect. It is the same for a woman. It's your job to protect your husband before your people. Because when you have said, that man, he doesn't give me money. He doesn't have money. Me, I know what I'm suffering. One day, your sibling just bought the man a full leaf. And they will not have you. They will take it beyond what you did. So as a man, you don't tell your brothers to come and beat your wife. You don't tell your brothers to come and warn your wife. You don't tell your mother to come and warn your wife. Or your father. Or kada omunagi to come and warn your wife. It's your job. In fact, your relative will want to talk and you tell everybody, shut up. She's my wife. Don't talk to my wife like that. Your relatives should know that where you are, people cannot talk to your wife anyhow. That is why some men, people come to your house, they ask you for money, for help. Instead of telling them oh and no, you say, let me go and discuss it with my wife. And after going to when you now they will say it's the wife. He asked me, I said, I don't have money. The same way you open, I will open. I said, I don't have. I do not have. It has finished. It was there before, but it has finished. I mean, things don't finish. It has finished. You take the responsibility as what? As a man that is your decision. Don't go and say, let me think about it. After thinking about it, they will think, you didn't even tell your wife. They will think it was your wife. They say the wife is, that's why they keep, Especially if the man is successful. The siblings, the family always thinks the woman is the one eating the money. And if she doesn't eat the money, who will eat it? You have your own family. Go there. So it's your job to protect her from your what? Yes, because she's more susceptible to attack emotionally, psychologically. So protect her from those. And the next is also, outside the protecting, is to provide for her needs. It is the job of a man to work hard to provide for the need of the family. It is the duty of a man to work hard and provide for the needs of the family. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. I'd like us to read it. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. Everybody, let's read together. Look at King James. Look at King James, KJV. Everybody wants to go? But if any provides not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he had and is worse than an infidel. Funny enough, I came across this scripture as an undergraduate. The first time I came across the scripture. And I kept asking myself, why don't they quote this thing in church? For these prayer warriors. No, it's a problem. I said, because if I am a pastor and I know that this scripture exists, I will use it. That's why I'm using it now. Show it again. No, because it's amazing. But if any provides not, what does any mean? Any. You're a pastor. You are any. But if any provides not for his own. If you're a man, this thing should be your anthem. Not romance. Not being romantic. This thing should be your anthem. Not how to burn candle, put red candle, and throw petals around. From the woman's money. But if any provides not for his own, he said, and especially for those of his own household, he said, you are not even, you have denied the faith. Forget it. So the person is carrying Bible. You are a Bible carrying believer, tongue speaking believer. He said, forget it. You don't know what you're doing. He said, you are wasting your time. They are begging you every day. They are begging you to provide for your house. You know, the worst is that there are even men that have money that doesn't provide for the house. It's a problem. Even to provide for your own house, you feel they are cheating you. You wrote oil last week. Last week there was oil in this set. Oh, there is oil. Did you now drink the oil? There's this, there's everything. You think your children is cheating you, your wife is cheating you. It's because you a cheat. I've never in my life suspected my wife cheating me. I don't hide money. There is nothing like I have where I hide them. There is nothing like that. So if you come to the house, search the whole house, you will not see money. You will not see money. And you are happy. I am a very, very, very organized street. Yeah, something is wrong with you. Growing up, if you enter my father's room, you will see money. you'll be seeing it. You get used to seeing money. You see money everywhere. You see money. There's nothing like a party where they keep money. If I come at home now, if there's any money in my pocket, no matter how it will be there. It will be there. Why won't you even have money that they will steal? Allow your wife to. Why won't you have the money that they can steal small? Yeah. Why won't you have it? You think you have sense? I don't want this woman to steal from me. I don't want this woman to steal from me. A woman that loves you, if she steals from you, she will still bring it out. She's just helping you to save it.
Yes, sir.
What did she want you to do? Well, no. As you have taken it, what do you want to use it and do? Except you don't know who you marry. But if you marry somebody that first of all has sense, if she steals it, she will still bring it out. You know, this thing I'm saying now, it doesn't look very conventional for you, but I'm telling you practical things that will help you. There's nothing like, it's your job to provide, to make sure that money is going around the family. The money is going around the family. The Bible says the person is worse than an infidel. You think your wife is cheating you, you think everybody is cheating you, you are just checking. You cannot provide the basic things that they need in the house. What your children will remember you for, a successful father, is a father that provided and protected, not a romantic father. That is your responsibility. That is your responsibility. The Bible said the person has denied the faith. Do you know how many church people that have denied the faith? They don't know. They are saying believers. Some of them are deacons. But they have denied faith. They don't know. And they even dragging believer with me. Why the Bible said that they are worse than an unbeliever? As the elders in this church. And your children are paying your rent. You didn't hear what I said. It's time to pay rent. The mother and the children will gather. The other are you have, the Bible says you have denied the faith. You are not even an unbeliever. The Bible says an unbeliever is better than you. What are you bringing to the table? I'm bringing the spirituality of my friend. Get out. You don't even know what you believe. You don't know what you believe. And providing for the family does not mean vacation in Maldives. No, that is not what providing means. That one is Jara, if it is there. Providing for the family doesn't mean taking the family to British university or British secondary school. No. That is not what it means. Even if it is a government secondary school that they are going to, that you can afford part-time. I tell people, pay it. Be the one to pay it. Something is telling you, Pastor, but what if the man doesn't? Why are you thinking that? Why are you that one? Why are you thinking that? Why have you chosen out of the 5 fingers to be the smallest? And you are justifying it by telling yourself, what if peradventure in a case whereby and you think anybody is responsible for that? The Bible says you are worse than an infidel. Provide for your wife. Provide for your family. That is what gives you the authority in the house. That is what gives you an authority. I keep saying it in our house. My mother will talk from to this morning to next morning. My father comes in and looks like this. Everybody is in order. He doesn't touch you. There is a natural authority he carries by providing. This is your school fees talking. This is your being. The father you should be. Daddy, they said they denied me admission. It's okay. Beep. Hello, Alpha. John Bosco, waiting to happen now. My daughter need admission. Okay. Go to that office. They have given it to you. That's my daddy. That's what a man is. He's not to come and be dragging toys. You who is giving children with your wife. That is not. They go out and make money so that you don't become an infidel. Leave the wife to play the role of the wife. If you play your role successfully, a woman naturally is under less tension and she plays her role easily. But when you have lost part of your role and you say shift half to her, she tries to play part of your role and then becomes deficient in her role, and you have dysfunctional family. You have a dysfunctional family. You know, most ladies that you see that are too, I want to make my own money. I need it. It's very important. It's very good. I tell you the truth. Beautiful. But if you go to the root of what gave birth to that thing, if you go to the root of it, what gave birth to that thing, you will see that it was a man that didn't play his role. So they saw the effect on a woman and they wanted to start early to take liberation. Then, and when they have carried it in their head, and over time, they start asking, why is it that I'm having problems? The male folks, why is it that I'm having problem with society? Because it's an imbalance. This thing I'm telling you, I don't know. It's feel free, let's talk about it. But I'm telling you the truth. It's an imbalance. Men stopped being men and shifted the work to ladies. And ladies had to brace up. And started being super women. And it's a problem. So provide clothing, provide education, provide accommodation, be there. Be there. I pray for us, if you believe, that God will make you a providing husband. See, go and ask him. There is nothing as romantic as a husband that provides. And what do you need? You need the flour, anything. So I want to buy this thing, blah blah. It's okay. Write your list. The person write lists. Okay. P. It has entered. Oh, yeah. This my neighbor. Oh my. That is romance. Provide for your wife. The future I see, leave that in. Work hard. Because men are meant to go to war. Men are meant to go and soil their hands on the soil. You have to go get busy. Why do women tend the home? Why do women tend the home? Pastor, what you are saying is a little bit extreme. I challenge you again to check the foundation of that your belief. you will see that it started from a dysfunctional something that happened somewhere and told you, no, I think this man might not be able to live up to expectation. Let me start early to get it for myself. Provide for her. Tell her neighbor, provide for her. Okay, so provide for your wife also. Provide for her sexually. Tell her neighbor, sexually. I don't know how to start saying this one. But what it means is to provide for your wife sexually. Okay, so the amazing thing about an African man is that an African man does not believe that a woman has sexual needs. There's children. Oh, why did they bring children to this class? Eh? They don't have their class. Yeah, wow. What are we going to do? I have seen the Lord's goodness. They should move now. His mercies and compassion. I have seen the Lord's goodness, His mercies and oh Lord, you have been so good. You are so good to me. You're running. Lord, you are in my life every day. If you are not 18, follow them all. You are. If you are not up to 18, follow them all. You are so good to me. Oh Lord, you are excellent. Oh Lord, you are. Oh Lord, you been so good. You are so good to me. Oh Lord, you are excellent in my life every day. Oh Lord, you are being so good. Okay. You are so good to me. Oh Lord, you are excellent. You know, Major, when you sit on a counseling table for couples, most times whenever you come to that table and you say, what is the problem? And this person say, he bites my left ear. You say, what is it? I was watching, he looked at me and coughed. You say, and they keep running around and not saying much thing. Most times it boils down to what happens in the bedroom. It boils down most times. I remember one of those cases that I think my dad was handling then. He was just in me, I think. Yes. So, and they asked the person, the woman is talking another thing. The man is talking, they are talking. Until they now asked, I said, what's your sexual life? He said, hey! He said, but why are you shouting hey? Why didn't you simply just say also that this is what our problem is? Now, most times when you talk about sex, the only thing that comes to an average African man's mind is the fact that will a lady be able to satisfy me? It's always towards satisfaction of the man. They think, the lady, okay, will he be able to, why? Because naturally and also truly, men had an amazing sexual need and demand, which, funny enough, by the turn of events and society and time, is not sincerely true now. There are a lot of women that also has so much sexual needs and demand, that places emphasis, as in when they are checking things they want in marriage. That is why no matter what we stay here and preach now, explain to people about premarital sex, there are people you are just wasting your time. You understand? Because they just have to check. You preach and tell them how faith will make the thing, you are wasting your time. Because by a lot of things, there are a lot of things that heightened sexual drive in our generation early. For example, when we are growing up, it's as a child, then when they say blue film, pornography, what I'm thinking is like maybe a movie that everywhere is blue and all those things. Children department, in fact, it was funny enough, when I started hearing about pornography, it was the children department that taught me pornography. They were the ones saying blue film. They kept saying it. I said, I have to watch this thing. Where is this blue? That this thing that is where my life is. There must be. This must be that thing they are hiding from our generation that will make us succeed. There is a way you say, children as they grow up, there is this, every child is inquisitive. That's why if you throw the child out of there, you say, okay, this place you have said I don't go is where my salvation is. That's why you don't want me to be saved. They will keep going there. So, and funny enough, so at those times you really wonder what it meant. If you had to watch that, you had to go borrow from a movie where they hire movie. I know some of you don't understand what I'm saying. So, but you have to go to maybe where they hire movies to borrow it in a cassette, and they have to look at your age. Are you up to watching this? Do you understand? Like what I'm saying is the things that happened in the past. I know you people don't understand it. So, for people that are above 18, you carry it and you have to probably watch it in a TV, and maybe in your whole flats of, let's say, block of 4 flats or 8 flats where you are living in hour, there is only 2 people that have TV. Maybe your own family don't even have TV. So it's probably all of you as friends in secondary school has to go to a friend's house that has TV. It was exposure to sexual materials, and a lot of things were very hard. It was very hard. So now it's not about if you want to watch pornography or not. On your Facebook, somebody will put it on WhatsApp status. If you allow your WhatsApp status to be playing like this one day something will just start playing. Hey Jesus, what is this? And why? Because it is in public domain. Sex is in public domain. Sex is used to sell soap. Sex is used to sell toothpaste. Sex is used to sell car. Sex is used to sell TV. If this mic wants to sell now, a lady will wear bikini and hold it, they will start buying it. So it's used to sell everything. So it is what has been brought to your face by force. So everything has been sexualized. So we became the fact, our generation is more sexual than our parents. Our parents are comfortable with a lot of things. Our parents don't even know what sex is. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. They don't even understand it. If we engage in a discussion with them, they will be confused. They don't. I tell you, they don't. As anointed, as spiritual as everybody that is seated here, the knowledge of sex that your neighbor, look at your neighbor. The knowledge of sex that your neighbor has will shock you. The only thing is that he will pretend not to talk. I'm a man of God, I can't talk those things. You understand? We just pretend. But on a comfortable, normal atmosphere, If discussion come up, even if pastor start talking, even you go shock. Because we knew things. Growing up in class, you'll be like this, Nana. They'll just be passing pornographic picture. It will reach your table. What is Jesus? Yeah, you watch okay. That he's not. They don't need. You don't need to go to Harvard. It's everywhere. Now this time is worse. There's your phone. There's everywhere. So it's TVs now. It's everything. There's no music video in Nigeria that they are not shaking something. It's have to be shaped. Except that music video won't go anywhere. They have to bring vixens that will shake. So everybody. So there is a lot of discussions going on around sex. Even a lady that is a virgin knows too much about sex. That she can't wait. That she can't wait. So there's even a lot of expectations, anticipations. This one, there is anticipation. It's too much in our generation. So, I've not come to women. I'm still talking to men. You now come to such a world and think you will be like Ichie Ndoka, your father. Yeah? Odogu Ichie. Ichie more than you think you will be Ichie like your father? It's not possible. Oh. There were things your mother took. These sisters will not take. They will not take it. Because they go to work. During our parents' time, sex was rarely discussed. It was a hallowed ground. As in, before you, in fact, for you to discuss sex means you are spoiled. But now, sex is normal discussion. You use it to greet people. Hey, babe, you're sexy, man. Damn. This is your office. Your office, oh. This one, if I follow from back for your office, they are just talking and you say Jesus. So it's not by what you say, by association. I have excluded myself from knowing about you can't. So the generation became very sexual. So whether you like it or not, so there are a lot of maybe twisted ideologies that has been built up over the time. So it placed a lot of demand that made even the women become more demanding. As against times where it was like a man, sexual activity was about satisfying a man. So the man just comes in, bam, and if he releases, he's fine. He stands up, Ichie Ndoka, and he leaves. And the man and the woman and the woman has played her obligation to satisfy the man. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and it made even men have a twisted ideology of sex, thinking that sex is about, oh, I feel like having sex now. I come, and when I'm fine, the sex, what a wonderful sex. So, men didn't put into consideration the feelings, the sexual feelings of women. How many of you know gas cooker? You know gas cooker? There's this normal 4-burner gas cooker. Some of them, they used to have the electric and the gas on. So that electric and the gas on best describes the sexual life of a man and a woman. A man is the gas. The woman is the electric. If you on two of them, which one gets hot fast? Gas. So a man is like the gas. A man can pass here now. A woman will just shake Nash pass. that is, he had finished. Pew, fire. That is, he just poof. He does not just. We are here discussing, man of God. You know poof. In the space of, do you understand what I'm saying? In the space of God bless you, we are about from God bless you. We are from God bless you. Poof. If you look at the man's trouser, he's standing already, and you're wondering, he had no plan. Listen to me. Before he came there, he had no plan. No. He didn't plan it. He didn't plan it. But just like gas. Poof. And if you on that gas, if you off it, you know it has offed. So the same way, poof, finish. God bless you. Thank you very much. It was nice doing business with you. Poof, he has offed. So a man, because of one of the greatest form of emotions known to man is called empathy. Empathy is putting another man's feeling, putting yourself in another man's shoe. And because of lack of sexual empathy, a man thinks that because I came up, boom, that my wife, you want, Anna, you should know that this is what we want to do here now. No, it is like that for you, but for a woman, if you on the electric gas, how does it come up? Small. Before you know it, sometimes you on it, you even say you're the on. Do you understand? Hello. You on it, what is happening? So you need to have better time. It's coming up. Oh, it's coming up. Then before you know it, what? Red. You don't charge. Now this one is hot, but this one took time. So most men, you look at most women. We are talking with a woman, she said, I don't enjoy sex with my husband. You say, why? Because it's painful. How? It's not, listen to me. It's not, there's no way it should be painful. All things being equal. Because that's what they said, a man's manhood, what is the size compared to the head of a baby? Forget all the overrating, blah, blah. If a woman is properly lubricated, you know what lubrication means? If a woman is properly lubricated, even if you put your hand, it went at you. Yes. But the problem, because a man owns, you know, throw away rappers. Oh yeah, bend down. And the woman is wondering. And the woman said, Ben, what is happening in this church? What is because if you rush, if the woman, because she's very loyal, good, God, may they not say she's denying the wife. You now say, okay, now it's now quacky, as in there's friction everywhere. You are wounding the woman, you are not enjoying it yourself, and you are tired. You see, or they are 1 minute. I told myself I would never discuss this thing till I'm married. So that they will say, how did you know this thing? You can't say it now. Even though I know it before now. You know? You say, why? So there's problem. The man is not having, because even you as a man, for you to enjoy sex, the woman has to be lubricated properly. Except something is wrong with you. Except something is wrong with you. And the person is, and before you know it, if the woman is even more accommodating, she starts looking for a lubricant, tell you, let's buy a lubricant so that, okay, let me rub a lubricant, come and enjoy yourself and go. But in the real sense of, do you know statistics? A man's, the highest climax of sex for a man is when the man ejaculates. Do you also know that for a woman there is also the highest climax of sex for a woman? And statistics show that most women don't reach it till they die. Funny, which you should be reaching in every sex you have. like people are no longer comfortable with the class. Let's share the grace together in fellowship. No? You know this thing, I don't know, okay? Do you want to discuss about it? The way people are looking at me, I'm suspecting myself. So that's, I'm even no longer comfortable. But yeah, that is the truth. It's simply because you do not understand this. So you also, so you come, you see, man, you know, and because of the things you watch in movies and say, you think that, oh, the sex is, oh yeah, okay, you know, you come, what is that? That is a twisted idea. You know, that's rubbish. Because there are a lot of things that work for people differently, and that is why I actually tell people, if they're a couple, they should make love. Making love is different from just having sex. You know, it is about understanding, checking what works. It takes time. If you marry somebody and 12 you commit, it's a journey of discovery. It's not a journey of award that I have won from 17 years of Ikwaiko in my I'm going to say, no, it should be first a journey of what? Discovery. What works for you? Do you know? I'm telling you, because if you understand it, it might be that you are just touching a woman here. And she has the best form of sex that she'll have because no, they have told you, Otogungwa, you go and buy penis enlargement, that is it. You go and buy bagaba so that you will last for 2 hours. You want to kill? So some of those is so that you are a murderer. You do not have human sympathy. It's because you're a murderer. That's why. 5 hours on somebody's daughter. You're a murderer. They should jail you for murder. Those are caused by permission. Rubbish. It's because you don't know what you are doing. If God has created you and given you a size of a particular penis, God knows God likes you like that and gave it to you. Manage it. Use it well. Use it well. It's in the use, not in the size. Come on now. It's in the use, not in the size. So, because of all those professions, you see many men rushing to certain things. You know, because like all those adverts, you think those things are scam. So you are pursuing if you are to touch a woman in a particular way for her to have an orgasm, if you do it another way, you will stay there 10 hours. Ask ladies, you will stay there 10 hours. Nothing will happen until you do that thing which you are meant to do. But because for you, sex is job. It's not what you enjoy. So you therefore do not discuss. You don't take time to find out what works. Because a woman has sexual need. The African men need to understand it. That a woman has her own sexual need. Immediately you are satisfied. Selfish, boom, snort, and the woman is looking at you. Because some of them you just ended up eating the person half. I don't know how to explain it to you. You just arouse the person, just and left the person midway. And you think that because you are happy, the person should be happy. No. If you want the person to be happy, you have to make the person happy. You are not chief. You got the chief. You got the chief. Some people carry their chieftain stance inside the marriage and they say, I chief like me, there are things I cannot do. In marriage, there are things you cannot do to enjoy yourself. Where the Bible said that your body belongs to the wife, and your wife's body belongs from head to toe. Say no, chief carries a title like me, I will now go down to a chief like, no, what would the DG say? What would... But only chair you will want somebody else to go to the chair, Abi? Eh? In the chair. And we don't know. I'm telling you. Let me tell you. Hey, if you know how much this information I've given you has the problem it has caused in church, you know, could just laugh out like this. You just warn your neighbor, say, this thing pastor is saying, are you hearing it? You're a man. What is that? In fact, one of the ways to find a woman that is not sexually satisfied is aggression. Anyway, what I say, so this person, something is lacking something. The same way you are happy when, as a man, there's no feeling like it in the world. That is the same way there is no feeling like it in the world for the lady. When a woman is satisfied, when you won't tell her to cook food for you. Because life, God has designed that climax of sex to be the highest form of stress relief. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the highest form of stress relief. Or this one, you are not married and you are hearing this thing. What will you use it and do now? You still got married. But when is the best time to prepare for marriage? Before marriage. You arm yourself with those things. There's no spirituality in it. Don't say I'm a man of God. Don't say I'm your HOD. How can you say, oh my God, you want me to? No. There's no holy way above doing sex. There's no holy. You know, some men, that is why some people, look at it, that is why some people only need to get high to have good sex. Follow. They need to take something. Why? Because when you drink or you smoke, what it does is that it pushes down your restriction. So those things you wanted to do, it doesn't give you anything. What alcohol and intoxication does is that it pushes down your restriction, that anything that has been inside that you wanted to do, you now give it expression. So you see why? But you mustn't do that. It's just about being true to yourself. Being true to yourself. If this is what you want, so it's not that your wife will want to do, say, hey, where did you learn this thing? See, people don't need to learn it. People build fantasies in their head. You sit down like this and start constructing it. Nobody, you say, you just, after constructing it, when the person enters marriage, the person wants to try it. So you should even give up places of discussion to discuss it. Wait till you want to try. Discuss it with your wife. What do you want? What makes you happy? And as you are communicating with your wife, as you're having a sexual experience with your wife, you should be observant to look at what impresses the person, what the person likes, what the person responds to. Because if you don't understand this, and let me give you an example. If you don't understand this as a man, as a woman, marriage will be hard for you. Listen. Okay, if you're a woman, if you have not taken time to know what is it that excites my husband or excites my wife, in a day that your spouse will demand a sexual attention from you when you are tired, you know, when you're tired and your spouse demands sexual attention, what you do is you oblige, but go straight to that. Do you understand? You say yes. Okay. Pastor Peter said yes. Sir. He said yes, sir. With every aggression, he said yes, sir. Okay. You understand? Okay. Now understand, no be yes. Okay. But are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. All these people are saying yes, sir, yes, sir. You're getting what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, it will not become job. You get angry. Oh, now wow, maybe so this thing is going to last for 1 year. But if you know, you say, no problem. Yeah, you go straight to that place. Why? Because if the person immediately the person is fine, the person is fine. You are that day, you might not even be worried about your own fine because you are not even, all you just want is to do what? Is to sleep. But because this person sincerely needs this at this time, you go straight, do that, and the person is what? Fine. You turn back and do what? Sleep. You are not selfish because you have catered for his or her own need. What you need that time is what? Sleep. But if you have not been observant to do it, that is why you come and start doing kwakikwa for 1 hour when you have even been working since morning. You don't even have waist to walk properly. You are doing kwakikwa for 1 hour because you are not careful to observe. Are you getting value?
Yes, sir.
Some of you, your face is not proper. I don't understand. Are you? So, why did I say that? You have to provide for her what? Sexually. It's your job. So please, it's very important. Like I tell you, sex is not a sin. I hope you know. You know, church demonize sex. That it makes it, if you are talking about it, looks like it's a sin. Sex is not a sin. Yeah. Sex is not a sin. So it is who is doing sex that is this. How you think, you know? So there's fornication. So, but sex is not a problem. It is created by God to enjoy. God that created those body parts knows you need them. He knows you need them. He knows you need them. And if you are not open to this sexuality to discuss about it, I promise you will have problem. There's a husband and wife that finished wedding in Enugu. 1 month they have not had sex. The man, they don't know where to start. The man is looking at the woman. It was, I know the pastor was like, is a mentor. The man came to the house, carried two of them and said, go up, go and do it now. He was in the parlor. Downstairs, he was waiting for him. So go and do it and come back and give me results. Now, by force. So don't push away the sexual, don't push away discussions about it as you are growing into the place of your marriage. Understand, because it's very important you know what you are entering into. It's very important. And if you are into marriage already, it's very important that it's a discussion, what you should discuss. Are you fine? Are you okay? Yes, you should find out. Was that okay? Did you like it like that? Because if you don't, you could hide behind any other thing. Pastor, he tell me this. He tell me, say, I tell him. He tell me. Why the main problem is you people. God bless you.